But I'll be on it always, always and ever.
Hi guys. So here's a little story. My parents went away on a week's vacation. No, they didn't. Never mind. If you don't get it, just forget it. You're too young. Or I didn't say it right. I don't know. Oh gosh. So I went to the Dolly show, and that was the Dolly show, the Dolly meetup in Atlanta, Georgia. And that was a little while ago. Now, there's a little story that I never shared regarding that. And I didn't think I was going to, but then I thought, what the heck? Why not? It's kind of a funny story. Is it doll related? Not really, besides the fact that it was during the Atlanta visit. But it did mess up a day and a half of our time there. Before I get started on the story, I want to show you these. Aren't they cool? These are my Crocs. Actually, my Crocs are filthy from when I went clam digging. These Crocs. I like saying that. Crocs. These Crocs are actually Silas's Crocs. He hasn't worn them. He says he's not really going to wear them. At first he said he would, and then he's not. So I don't know. That's just the way it goes with kids sometimes. So I said, I got two pairs of Crocs, a blue and a green. Now these little bit, why does it say, oh, it says women's 11, male 9. Anyway, they're a little bit big, but they're so fun. These little things I got from Team U. Anywho, enough of that. So the story goes, we're in Atlanta, and the day was we're going to the Atlanta Aquarium. And so we met at the aquarium. It was fun. We did some aquarium things. And then some people left earlier. Some people did their own thing. And Trevor and I eventually were doing our own thing. We were there really long because we kind of wanted to do a lot of things at the aquarium. And we didn't even get to see everything. We went to the dolphin show, which was a little bit entertaining. Anyway, when we came out, I think it was after the dolphin show. I don't know. We came out and there was a table set up. And I looked at it and I said, oh my word, here we go. Trevor has to check everything out. Me, I'm more skeptical. I don't trust a lot of things, and it's strange because I don't know what made me like that. Life, maybe. I don't know. So Trevor starts to walk over. And I think to myself, here he goes. He's going to go listen to them yammer on about this and yammer on about that. And so he listened to them yammer on about this and yammer on about that. And I was standing there, and I was exhausted. We had a long day walking around on our feet, yakking and talking and looking at this and looking at that. And despite the fact that we're big, older people, fat older people, it's hard on you, but we still stayed and we still pushed through because, when's the next time we're going to Georgia? I don't know, but it would be nice if we did. But anyway, back to the story. So I'm standing there waiting and Trevor's listening to this and Trevor's listening to that. And then he says, come here. And so I went over, and in my mind, I'm thinking, I know exactly what this is. I don't think it's anything good. I do not agree with these things. I'm not into these things. And I don't know. It's like a sales pitch, So I get over there and he gets talking. You know what? I think it was $100. For $100, we can go and stay here and do that. And they have a cruise available and they do this. And you could do these things and you just got to pay $100. Well, what's the catch? Well, you also got to sit through some kind of, it's not called timeshares anymore, but you got to sit through some kind of, what do they call it, a vacation plan or a vacation rental or vacation package or own a vacation thing. Anyway, it was Wyndam Vacations. So just save the peace and just whatever, you know. Sometimes Trevor thinks he knows everything. So I just said, okay. And he's like, well, tomorrow we have to go and sit through this. And they told me it's not going to be that long. You know, it'll be maybe 2 hours maximum. Then we can continue and go on. But we have to go and sit through this spiel, this presentation. We don't have to take anything. We just got to sit through it. And then we get this, and this out of it. What do you think? What do you think I'm going to say? Whatever you want, whatever you think's a good idea. I'd rather just, you know, because am I going to stand there? In the past, I would have said, no, I'm not doing that. No, that's ridiculous. But now it's like, okay, a couple hours, you know. And I'm thinking to myself, if it's longer than a couple hours, I'm just leaving. So the next day comes, and there's no sleeping in for us because we have to trek off to go to this Wyndam thing and listen to this presentation. So no sleeping in. The morning, the alarm goes off, drags my ass out of bed. I actually want to sleep in. We had to get breakfast really early, and we headed in an Uber. Oh my gosh, Trevor's calling. One moment. Oh my gosh. I just got off the phone with Trevor. He's in Montreal. And so I forget where the story is going or where I left off. I'd have to stop and look back, but I think I'm just going to guess. I think I'm going to say that, oh yeah, we went to the event, we watched a video, and we listened. Trevor was into it. I was listening. I was not for it. Then we left there. Then this fella comes and he yaks. How much do you spend on your vacation? What do you do? And what about this? And you buy so many weeks and you buy, no, points. This is like a pointing system. It's not like the old timeshare system that used to be before. You buy points. And when you get the points, then you decide how much vacation do you want to do? Well, we got that for you. Hey, just hold on a second. I'll go get my manager. Comes back. Oh, I got a great deal for you. Oh, that doesn't work for you? Oh, we're not interested. Well, why not? How about this? How about we offer you this, that, and the other thing? And it was back and forth. Do you know we were there for 5 hours? 5 hours. The day. And then we said, no. Well, just come with me. We'll give you a little tour. Let's go look at some suites, would ya? Oh, we get in the elevator. We go out and we see this suite and we see that suite. And we see the grand suite that you could stay in, which gave us a really good look onto Atlanta, Georgia. And it was actually above the sky wheel. We were looking out. We were like, wow, this is nice. Wouldn't this be great? Wouldn't you love to spend some time in this place? The guy was right snazzy and jazzy, and he was showing us and telling us all kinds of stuff. And we come back, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. Do you know that how much do you think this would cost you? Do you know how much a timeshare was? It went from 100,000. Not a timeshare. The smallest deal, 100,000, right down to 30,000. Can you imagine 30,000? They gave us a $30,000 deal for the price of a $100,000 deal just to try it out. Well, now we got sucked in big time. Do you think they would wait for us to think about it? Because I said, I don't understand. This makes no sense. Why can't we think about it? Come back tomorrow. No, we can't let you go. If we let you go, then, we would have to do that for everybody. I'm like, you're going to offer the same thing to someone else tomorrow. So why can't we just think about it and look at things and try to figure out if it's a good deal for us? No, as soon as you leave and you come back, we cannot do that. It's against the rules. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, let me show you some pictures. I went on a vacation, blah, blah, blah. Oh, and then they start to really pull at your heartstrings, They pull at your heartstrings. Well, of course, I had my baby there. I had my baby Audrey, which is my Eric, which is the baby that I took to Atlanta. And Trevor talked about poker, and they were asking him all kinds of poker questions. You know, they were getting in there. They wanted to be your best friend. So, this is embarrassing, but we fell for it. And at the end, when you sign the dotted line, woohoo! They come out and they're all cheering and clapping and giving you a box of stuff. And then they say, come on in this room. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. Woo! So then you go in another room and you sign here, sign there, do this, sign in the dotted line, sign this, sign that, do all this crap. We leave. And as we're walking out, I'm like, what the hell did we do? I don't know what we did. We leave. We couldn't go and do the other extravaganzas. The other thing that we were going to do, which was the History Museum and something else. Yeah, the museum, because they were closed. Because we spent so much time, you know, talking to these folks, that's this person, this person, this person, this person, back to that person, you know, all this, anything. They won't take no for an answer, you know. So we leave and then we call them up. The place closed, of course. No, we don't want this deal. You're going to have to call us back. We want out, blah, blah, blah. And we're like, holy hell. So, no, we don't. And the guy's trying to talk to us again over the phone. No, we don't want it. We just want out. What do we got to do to get out? Blah, blah, blah. Well, come on in tomorrow morning. So we go home, and our day was, we had no day there. So we go home. We are stressed about it all night. We're stressed about it because we're thinking to ourselves, holy crap. It's like a car payment. We have to pay X amount of money per month to what? Go away for how often? And that's not the kicker. You couldn't research it or nothing when you were there. You leave, you go home, you research it a little bit, and you soon find out that even though you have these points, good luck trying to book a place because so many other people have points. And so you're paying this money, but you can't really utilize them. It's very hard to utilize the points, or you can utilize them in the real off season where it's winter or something and no one's there. I mean, the times where it's the worst time to go to a location, like it's the worst weather time where no one else wants to go, that's the time that it's open and you can get in. Oh, we seen time and time and time and time again that evening. Negative, 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 negative. Don't fall for it. Oh my gosh, I couldn't get out of this mess. I was locked in. I couldn't get out. Oh my gosh. So we read the small print and we start reading and discovered that you have, what was it? 5 days or 7 days to write something up, send it to them. You can't go in and cancel it, you know. You can't go in and cancel it. And Trevor was saying, well, you know, we're going to see them in the morning. They'll cancel it. They'll cancel it for me. They'll cancel it. We go in. We're sitting there. The guy comes out, so you don't really like it. How about this? How about that? And Trevor's like, no, I don't want it. We just want to cancel. We just want to cancel. Well, we can't cancel. What do you mean you can't cancel? Well, we don't cancel here. So we signed on the dotted line electronically and digitally over and over and over again, like we're signing our life away, like we're buying a property, and we don't really, they make it think you're buying a property, but you don't own nothing in the long run. Although they do tell you, you can send this and you can give this, what do they say? You can pass this down to your children when you pass on. It's this, it's that, it's this and that. Oh my word, what a ridiculous thing. Do not do it. Listen to me. Do not do Wyndam, and I'm guessing do not do any of those stupid arse vacation, stupid arse things that just have a bunch of folks saying a bunch of crap to make you think it's a really good deal. And even though you're a skeptic person like me, you just kind of go, I don't know. What do you think? And we're sitting there, and Trevor's like, well, it's kind of a, we can do this and this. I don't know. What do you think? Oh, I think it's a good deal. Well, and I'm thinking, well, I trust your judgment. And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, this is ridiculous. Anyhow, do you think they could cancel that when we went into that office? No. We sat there. And we sat there. And there was different people. And finally, I said to the guy, you know what? You lost my trust. So no matter what you say right now, you're never, ever, ever going to gain it back. So once you lose my trust, it's gone. I don't trust you. I don't trust this system. I don't trust you. There's no reason why you couldn't let us go home and think about it. Like, why do you have to sign and decide right away without having time to go home and actually research anything? Frig, you can buy a car and research it before you buy it. It doesn't make any sense logically that you can't find out what the hell's going on. Logically, makes no sense. So, we can't do it. We're allowed to, get you to buy it here, but we can't give you any sort of cancellation here. What you got to do is you go write this letter. And I'm like, well, what do you have to include in the letter? Right? They don't give you all the information. They just say you got to send it to this. So we confirmed. Where do you send it to? You send it to this location. So you don't send it to this location. No, you don't send it to Georgia, Atlanta. You have to send it to, I think it's Florida or somewhere like that. You have to send it away. Trevor and I I consider us pretty wise, street smart individuals, and we fell for it. Not only did we fall for it, we discovered that we had to make a letter typed with this information. I did so much research to make sure we had all the information. Then we called to make sure we have all the information. They scoot around, because if you forget a piece of information and it's not there by the 7 days, the joke's on you. The joke is literally on you. Anyway, that is the story. That is the silliness that we got caught up in. We sent it away. We did it right. We got out. We got 100% refund. We didn't put much money in it because it was supposed to be payments. But we got everything done, thank gosh. And once I looked at more and more YouTube videos about this, I discovered there is a lot of people that it didn't work out for. It didn't work out for them. It is so sad, and it should be absolutely illegal. It should be illegal to do that to somebody. I mean, people are making payments on this. It's interest. It's interest. And they make you think you owned a little apartment anytime you want to travel, and they're all over the world, and they're this and that, and you get this deal and this discount and this and that. And we'll throw this in for you. Anytime you go to this store, you're going to get 30% off. And if you go to this store, you're going to get 45% off. All these great deals. Bullshit. So guess what, Wyndam? That's the way I feel about you. Now, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, and you guys are ridiculous, and that's just what I say. Bad doing that to people. I feel so bad for the people that never get out on time, because if we did that when we first got to Georgia, we wouldn't be home in time to do up that letter, send it out registered, and get it to the people by the time frame. Well, you had to write the letter within the 5 or 7 days, and it had to be notarized, like stamped. They make it sound like you had to go get it signed by a judge. I mean, holy gosh. Anyway, everything went through. But if we were away on vacation, and that was the beginning of our vacation, not towards the end, we would have been going to the library, trying to do this, we would have spent the rest of our vacation trying to get out of something that was basically scam to us. And I don't know if you kind of the word scam, but it's very, very deceptive business practices. Anyway, that's enough. Not Dolly related, but I thought it was kind of funny. So there you go, Zena. That's the funny story. That's the story. That's funny now, not funny for other people. And actually, I'm not laughing. I'm actually getting angry when I'm telling this story because I can't believe we fell for this. All to get a couple weeks away. Yeah. Because if you go through this scenario, you get a couple weeks or a week or so many points or some gosh forbidden thing. I don't know what it was, but you get that. Anyway, guys. Anyway, guys, have yourselves a fantastic evening. And I'm happy that I could share this story with you. And piece of advice, if you ever think this might be something, a vacation, I don't know what they friggin' well called it, a vacation property. I think they called it a vacation property, like you owned a property. If you ever think in your mind that, hey, that might be a good deal, you know, it is not. And the people that sell this, how do they look at themselves in the mirror every morning and go and do this again? How do they do it? How do people do it? Maybe they really think it's a good deal themselves. Maybe they've been brainwashed themselves. I mean, how can everybody in the buildings be so hyper excited? Woo! We got another family member. Whoa, yay! Welcome to the Wyndam family. I gotta go. I'm getting too silly. Okay. Bye, guys. I gotta go paint. Bye.